today we're going to be doing a little bit of Stardew Valley. We're going to just set everything up so we can have the people over on Discord also check out what we're doing. Let's see. But I hope you're all doing well. This week has been quite a long week. But I hope everybody's doing well, and hopefully you get to enjoy the weekend, or of what's left of it. There we go. So the people over on the Discord page are notified that we are live. So, beautiful. Alright, that's good. We're all set with that. We can close out of Steam. There's a few games that were on there that possibly we'll be playing soon. We're going to load up our world, and I think our first thing is the summer, I think it's the summer festival is the big one. I don't remember exactly what's a part of it. I think it's when we make a big stew or a big soup, so we have to either get something really good or really gross. How's it going, CS? Nice to see you here. I don't think there's anything big that's going to be happening with that. Okay. Yeah. Yes, you are CS. It's nice to see you here. How have you been? And also, hope you're having a good weekend as well. I would say so far for me at least, my weekend's going alright. I have a lot of like little projects that I'm working on currently, so that's always fun. But yeah. Let's put some of this copper in while we're here. I'm gonna shift over this way. I worked this morning today. It was super busy. Really? I wonder why. Because, well, yesterday was Valentine's Day, so I assume that. But, wonder why it was super busy today. But yeah, I've been looking at a few different games to stream in the future, and hopefully you guys like it. I'm going to continue with the Stardew Valley streams as per usual, but I'm also going to be playing a game called Unrailed 2. I was a huge fan of the first one when it came out, so I can't wait to play the second one. I have a few friends that have that game, so we're probably going to try to play that on a stream soon. What's the beach luau? Okay. I just said the summer festival, but the beach luau is kind of cool too. Let's see, do we have something? I don't know if we really have anything for like a soup. Could put a chili in there, that's fine. Do we need hot peppers for... melons and corn? Oh, we do, okay. Maybe we won't put that in there? We'll put the radish, I guess. Is that the game? Yes, I did. So that game looks like a lot of fun. I don't know if you're into that type of style. It's like, I don't want to say it's like a time-based strategy game, but it kind of is. It's, so Unrailed is basically a game where there's a train on tracks, and it just slowly starts going. Oh, sweet. So you're on a train, or there's a train on tracks that's slowly moving, and you need to basically collect the resources around you and go back to the train to like craft like more rails, more pieces, all these different things, so that you can place the tracks in front of it and, you know, go to the station basically. It doesn't sound like a bad game, but it really ramps up, and there's a lot of like twists to the game, so it's really good. I would highly recommend it for anybody that hasn't played it. Hey, Ashdoom, how's it going? Nice to see you here. Yeah, we, every Saturday so far, we're doing Stardew Valley. We'll see how well it does. If people, I mean, it comes and goes, because sometimes we'll do Stardew Valley, and it does beyond fantastic, and sometimes it's give or take, which is fine. And it's very nice of you to say you're better now that you're here. Alright. I don't know who I'm gonna go to marry in the game, if it's either Penny. Penny and Leah are like the two that I tend to marry in the game. I know that each one has their advantage, disadvantage to what items they bring. I know Haley's a little different too. Maybe. So, we're kind of up in the air of who we're gonna marry so far. We have our pot of stew here. We're gonna add a radish to the soup because all of our other items we're currently waiting for the community center. And I'm actually gonna talk to Caroline over here because she, if you become friends with her, okay. She gives you the recipe for making tea leaves or tea saplings, and in doing so, if you do put, make tea saplings, they sell for a lot of money, so that's a really easy way, early game, to make those, or make a lot of money. Alright, we got our visitor, which is the governor. What a lovely occasion. It's always a joy to visit Stardew Valley. Oh. Should we move forward with the luau? Absolutely. So, this time I didn't put anything bad in it. I put the radish. I think they remapped what's good and bad inside the luau, because usually there's like a fantastic item which really impresses the governor. There's like an item, which probably this one would, and then there's like the disgusting one. I don't know if it's disgusting or there's one that he disapproves of, and I know that's usually with the mayor's underwear, which is weird, but yeah. Well, folks, it's time once again for the potluck ceremony. I trust that you all put high-quality ingredients in the pot this year. We don't want the governor to regret our Stardew Valley, or his visit to Stardew Valley. Well, Governor, would you do us the honors in tasting the soup? Of course, I've been looking forward to it all year. And then he's gonna be like, it's bland. Very bland. I don't have much to say about this. It's an average soup. He's right. It's nothing special. Not bad, though. Well, who else wants some soup? It's the weirdest, like, I don't know. It's the weirdest event, I think. There's so many events in the game that, like, you're actively doing something or, like, something goes crazy. And that one's just, like, soup? Maybe. Oh well. But yeah, I personally... ooh. The new power. I was gonna say, me personally, I actually got a lot of stuff going on this weekend. And I'm really hoping, because it's actually supposed to be like, what you want to call it? It's supposed to be snowy out and kind of not as nice, so I'm hoping everything goes as planned, but we will see. Also, I have not figured out Steam notifications to turn that off. It's all good. But yeah, I think the big thing right now, for me, I have these little, I mean, when I get into something, for whatever reason, I get, like, super into it. And right now, I've kind of really gotten into, like, drones and stuff like that. I'm trying to, I would like to make a few videos of, like, me out somewhere with drones, but yeah. I remember playing a Harvest Moon game with an event like that, except they don't say how good the soup is, but you'll get friendship with everyone depending on how good the items you add are. You know, that's not bad. Also, how's it going, Jacob from the land? Nice to see you here. But yeah, no, I have all these, like, video ideas that I want to do for YouTube. And it's just one of those things of, like, I have, like, 2 videos that are, like, 90% done with, like, editing. And they already have the thumbnail, so it's like I'm just stepping on my... Excuse me. I'm, like, stepping on my own toes of, like, when they're gonna be done. I think these are corn. Pretty sure. But yeah, I'm like really interested in a few different things coming up soon for video wise. I'm hoping I can get a few nice videos soon. I have the 2 that I'm working on currently that I think are going to do okay. I don't know if too many people are going to really enjoy them. I enjoyed making them, so I mean, that's its own thing, but yeah. I have videos coming out soon. The big thing is, I really want to try to incorporate, like, a lot of, like, not to say, like, do a lot of drone stuff with the channel, but because I'm, like, interested in that right now, I really want to do, like, some aerial shots and, like, videos. I feel like there would be, like, a good, like, to do, almost like do like a vlog or something like that and go out and maybe go somewhere and like get some aerial shots, because that, to me, I think would be pretty cool. Maybe there's some like parks and stuff like that to test out. How's it going, Soup? Nice to see you here. I was just talking about how for whatever reason I've been obsessed with drones recently. I bought one, and that not on purpose, but YouTube has kind of taken a back burner role, because I've been I've been trying to work on my my drone skills. Oh, yeah, that's true. Soup missed the Soup event. It's alright. Alright, let's... Squash. Okay. Squash isn't bad. I'm trying to think. Okay, so we have the tomato. Let's at least donate 1 pepper, 1 tomato. Fiddly fern, I know we need that. It's also Friday, so we need to go down to that merchant. Oak resin. I know we need hardwood. I think you need 99 of that. I think you need 10. Okay. I'm like checking everything to make sure that like I have enough of whatever. Let me go check the merchant real quick, because more than likely they're gonna have something, and instead of going back and forth, we'll just go down here and check it out, and then we'll go get it or drop it off. I'm hoping that there's like red cabbage or something. I don't think bok choy is in there. Bombs are pretty good. I think octopus, maybe. I know mayonnaise is in it. Actually, octopus might not be in it. No, there's no octopus in it. Boiler room, bulletin. Wait a minute. Oh, that's maple. That's pine or oak. Yeah, the red cabbage is like one of the hardest items to get if you're trying to get the first year. Oh, maybe mayo isn't in here. Hmm. 10. No. Okay, maybe mayo isn't. Okay, so there's really nothing that's in here that we need. So we're good. We're good for now. And I think you can get hay and wheat from here. Actually, might as well, you know? If she's there. No, there's no wheat. Okay. I think it was 10. We'll just take it. So now I think also, because they're like specialty friendship bundles inside the community center, if you do end up completing one of those bundles, I think it increases your friendship with that specific person too. So it might be beneficial to, like, Marnie. We might need to, like, schmooze her up, because we need to get the underwear for the mayor. There is another way. There is another way to get the underwear, but I think we might try to go the legit way. Okay, let's drop all of this off first. Oh, we got this. That one's just money. Okay, fiddle leaf. We'll definitely do that. Can you not get it by befriending the mayor? No, so the mayor, it's kind of a weird, not to say story on how it goes, but the mayor and Marnie, I think have a thing for each other. And so his underwear is quote unquote lost in the city, and you need to go find them. And if you couldn't guess where they possibly could be, I could give you a hint, but also, where was blueberries not one of the items that I bought? Let's see. We're gonna do 10, and we'll grow those when we get back. I don't think any. Well, no, I don't think that'll impress her. Okay. Alright. I think we're kind of okay with what we're doing. Maybe. We're gonna go down and check out the beach. Usually there's some cool stuff there. Apparently not. I always go down to the beach because, yeah, there's like just stuff always here. I think you need 300 wood. Yeah. I always thought you needed like 300 wood plus like money to build it, but apparently not. And I don't have any at the moment. Here, I'll give you that. Of course she doesn't like it. Wow, she loves ice cream at the ice cream stand where there's ice cream? Who would have guessed? I probably shouldn't be fishing, but the bubbles call. I don't have any copper on me at the moment, but I think I should be upgrading my pickaxe and what is it? I need to upgrade my pickaxe, my axe, I think my hoe too. I think those are the 3 that you need to upgrade. Or the watering can, you can do that. Okay. I know the scythe, or the sickle, I guess you want to say. That one you get, in-game later. There's a cave that you have to go through, and once you've not defeated the cave, but once you've gone through it, you'll, unlock the golden scythe. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, we're not fishing for another few minutes. I'm not. Okay, they closed at 4 because we took way too long to fish. Anyways, was it even a pike? Okay. I don't think either one of those is beneficial. I know that you can get like a pond and that works, but I don't think any of those. Mare shorts, we return. Jody a cauliflower, we're gonna have to do that next year. And deeper in the mines, reach level 40. So, okay, not bad. I know she likes, I think it's cheese or goat cheese. She likes poppies. I don't really remember what else people like. We'll figure it out. We'll see if Hat Mouse has anything for us. I don't think there's, sometimes there's stuff down here. We'll check. I don't know if it's just springtime, that there's like spring onions that grow here, but that's usually a good sign too. We're gonna check out Hat Mouse real quick to see if he has anything, or if he's come to the map. I think so, but there he is. I think we've already got the thing in the mail that said that he was there, but good old Cap, Southwesterner, straw hat. I think we'll stay with the leprechaun hat. We'll give fishing one last go while we're here. I think it's this way. Or is it not? Maybe we haven't upgraded our fishing enough. So we're supposed to fish like right here. Get like special fish. Alright, I guess we're gonna go up, we're gonna plant those seeds, and then we'll see what else we can do for the day. It's already getting late for whatever we're doing. If we can, I mean, that's the big thing. I would say that if we can, but like, we need to just, like, as much as we can, just go into the mine and just get as far as we can, because I feel like that to a degree is hurting us, not going in the mine. Fishing is extremely frustrating in this game. I will 100%, oh my god, 100% tell you that. Some people either love it or some people hate it. It is one of the few things that I do not enjoy in this game. So it is probably one of the, like, most slipperiest mechanics of any game that I've ever played. And so every time that you, like, click, because it's all with a mouse, it's only one button. Every time you click, the little bar bounces up, and every time that you let go, the bar goes down. But it is heavily delayed, and if you hold on to the bar, it just keeps rising. So you have to, like, keep clicking for it to be in the same area. When you do eventually level up from fishing, that green bar does get bigger, so... it does get easier the more you do it. It's just the initial doing it is the absolute worst. It's a really good way to get money early in the game, but yeah, it's... some fish are really easy. The legendary and stuff like that, not so much. I'm just trying to see if I can get some money, since there's, bubbles and everything. That might be in the, what is it? Not the Travelers. Community Center. Alright. I think after this we'll be done. Or now we will. We're gonna go plant those blueberries while we can. Middle of the night, and then... I don't know what to work on next. I feel like there's a few different things that we could do that are like a peace of mind for our little farm. I think the big thing is either clearing out more of the farm, which is an okay tactic. I think clearing out the farm is good, but we do run into the issue of ooh. I'm running low on health. So my issue is we don't have enough sprinklers. We have, I think it's the basic sprinkler here. So the basic sprinkler only does 4 tiles, whereas the upgraded, I think it is, does 8, so all around it. And then the iridium sprinkler, which is like the best of the best, does 2 out from each side and the corners. We're gonna have to make another tap for a maple tree. Let's actually do that if we can. Was it copper? Okay, charcoal kiln we don't need. Gonna get a tapper because we need to put it on an maple tree. I'm actually gonna do that right now. So that's this kind of tree. So we have one on the one without the yellow dots. And we're gonna quickly we're gonna dump that off. Okay, so the bream will keep. The chub. Pike we can sell. Okay, we're selling that one. Rainbow trout. Okay. So you can tell if something's in the community center if you look okay. Not me having like a minor panic. I don't even know what I was saying. That was just like an immediate panic of like, did I get the fish or not? So since I leveled up in fishing, I now can. It's like a slightly bigger bar, and the crab pots are good because those are like not to say like inactive income, but like you just put them out and they just catch stuff. So not a bad way to get money. All right. Let's see. Ooh, and it rained today, so that's very good. Oh. Ooh, we need a lightning rod if we can. We got no quality melons, which is fine. Yeah, that's fine. We have a lightning rod that we can make? No, we can't make lightning rods. So lightning rods make batteries, and I don't remember what they're used for, but I know they're useful. So we should definitely get a move on that. Okay. Fiber, we'll do that. Okay. Let's check on the chicks, see how they're doing. We're waiting for big eggs from them. It might be a good idea to upgrade the hen house or the coop, because if we do, it should have an automated food. There are chickens in this game? Yes. There's chickens. Chickens. Rabbits. Okay, chickens, rabbits, sheep, pigs, cows. I think there's like other stuff too. So, Smacker, how's it going? Nice to see you back. Always good to see you here. There are grapes. Yes, there are. I'm assuming that you meant to write great and it's spelled grape, but oh yeah. Good to see you here. Let's see. That guy. Excuse me? The chub. Oh, wait a minute. Is this one of the friend ones? Yeah, the wizard wants it. Okay. I'm like, what could it possibly be? Or not the wizard. It's all good, Smacker. It's nice to see you here. It's been a while. So, it's always good to see familiar faces. We just need the blueberries, and I think that won't be close to done. We're trying to get that, the melons, but we might have to go off of the pumpkins. We're too late in the season for it. I think we should try. I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna try and go as far as I can in the mines. I know it's probably not gonna be super far, but we're gonna try our best because what day is it in game? Oh, that's right. I'm over the day. It's day. Maybe better to let me like right here. It's ever so slightly. That's better. It's the 13th day of summer. So never know what you're gonna find. So I shouldn't say I usually do, but I tend to run this game a lot faster than I would like. And it's a blessing and a curse because it's really fun to play this game fast and try to get like complete the community center within the first year. And I have done it on several occasions. I shouldn't say that it's not the right way to play it, but I feel like this game should be more like relaxed when you play it, so you're not as like, I don't know, rushed, I guess. I should really be collecting the copper. I'm just like running past all the copper that's on the ground. It really shouldn't be. But yeah, I tend to skip over a lot of like, not to say essential parts of the game, but because I tend to run the game so fast, you don't get like the full experience anymore. Okay, and what do we get over here? Copper. Nothing. Sweet. Yeah, I think if you can play this game at a relaxed pace, I'll genuinely say I think you'll have a better experience playing it. Because when I used to play it like super fast with friends. We're gonna go down. I hate being in like these darker areas. Because it's dark and then it gets like super light. I don't even remember what I was saying. But I know if you slow down in the game and like take your time with things and not just like rush through it, you'll actually have a better time playing it. Whereas I'm just like, I need to 100% this game right now. Which, I mean, to each their own. It's definitely doable either way, but... Okay, any moment we can hopefully find that exit. Hello? Do I need to, like, turn up my brightness? Am I missing something? And this is why I don't like the dark levels. Because the other thing, too, is they're not, like, difficult. They're just, every time that you find, like, the exit, you can't find them. Yeah, out of the mines, this is the only level that I don't care for. And the other thing, too, is, like, sometimes, like, the monsters or, like, the bugs will drop, like, a way down. And it's not always easy to find it. So hopefully we can... Carp Frenzy. Okay. Ah, that is what I don't want to see. Because that means that you've spent too long or too much time in that area. There's going to be a lot of bats. I don't know if it's just bats or if it's... Oh, a bat bomb. So the mines are a little confusing. So in order to go further down into the mine, you need to break open one of these rocks. And in doing so... Oh. Either breaking open one of the rocks or defeating an enemy. Wait a minute. Free coal. Oh, we're so close. What level? Oh, we're on 39. So I think the next one is not a dark level. It's either that or 45. But, oh, there we go. Perfect. I don't know why it's dark before it's light. But anyways, we'll swap those out, put some of that in there. So yeah, anyways, the mines, I mean, this will be easier to show while we're here, is you'll find these, like, stairways underneath some of these rocks or these stones. So the mines themselves, I think there's 120 levels, if I'm not wrong. I don't remember entirely how many levels there are. But you're able to go through them. There was like a little like mine shaft elevator. And so that one, you can go down every 5 levels in the game. So every 5 levels that you go, you basically get like a save point. Oh, I'm getting tired. Which is fine, that's fine that we're tired. It sucks, but it's better to leave tired than to pass out. But yeah, so the mines, you have to break stone to go further down in the mine. And then basically you go, the further down you go, the harder it gets, or the more enemies and different enemies there are. And then better resources are further down. So I don't mind the mines. I think it's one of those things that does take time to like get used to. Uh, but so this one has, I think it's 120. It's either 120 or 140 levels that you can go on. So that's its own thing. But if you go to the Skull Cavern, which is in the desert, well, I've been there before, but not on this run. If you go to the Skull Cavern, it goes as deep as you want. There's as many levels as you can go deep. But every time you go to it, it starts at level 1. And there's all these different items that you can get from there. So it's really beneficial to go there. My 1 piece of silver. Yo, Patricia. Is it like the deeper you go, the rare mining you do? So if you're going deeper in the regular cave, you get like better items. So like there's copper, there's silver, there's gold, there's iridium. I don't know if you can get iridium in the cave. I don't think you can. But in the Skull Cavern cave, you can. So you get, iridium, and the further down you go, you can get like the I don't remember what it's called. It's the like rainbow orb in the game that's like excuse me. It's like a rainbow orb in the game that like you have all these like uses for it, and it's like it gives you a lot of money. Animal product produces worth. We'll do tiller for right now. But yeah, the Skull Cavern's really good. But usually what you have to do is get, I think it's a ring of resilience or something like that, or resistance. Get that ring, and it should make you less prone to taking damage with bombs. And then you make as many bombs as you can, and you blow up the Skull Cavern to go as deep as you can in the game. And then I think if you reach level 100 in the Skull Cavern, you get like a special reward from a guy in the game later on. Hi, Mace Dog. Let's see, what does he want? What does he want? Oh, we're making the caves. Okay, pause. Should we go for the mushrooms or the bats? I prefer going for the bats, because we can get different types of fruit from it now. The newer update for this, I feel like the bats make it better, because then you actually get different fruits and stuff, and you can use that to donate to the community center. Whereas the mushrooms, you can now get from the mushroom stumps, and those ones are like a great way to get it. Mushrooms are fine in the cave too. You can use it for the community center, but I feel like you don't get nearly as much. So, what do you guys think? What do you think we should do? The mushrooms or the fruit bats? I might do a poll. Our cave. Alright, the poll has been set. So, we'll check that. Also, we have something in the mail too, so we'll have to check that out once we get there. We're currently at 100% fruit bat. Oh, we got someone saying mushroom. We'll let it be for a minute. We'll let it be. We'll cook. But yeah, so we have this game going on currently. And then if you do want to come, I don't know why I keep yawning. I've had a very long day. I'm very sorry. So if you do, on Wednesday, you can always come and watch the stream as well. And that one we usually have like a wild stream. So it could be anything from, there's one game that I'm looking at currently, that's Unrailed 2. That's an indie game that looks really fun. There's another one that's coming out soon that's called Repo. It kind of looks like, we're going for bats. It kind of looks like Lethal Company in a way. But it uses like these robot guys. It looks really fun. I don't think it's, I mean, it probably is scary, like Lethal Company, where there's like things that jump out and lunge at you and scare you. But those type of games don't really bother me too much. It's more of like straight jump scares that really get to me. So I feel like Lethal Company and Repo is gonna be good. I feel like that's gonna be a good game. Alright. Getting all of these. So I think this is corn on the side. We haven't received any corn from it, but that's okay. And then we finally got the blueberries, which I think we just were very impatient with our blueberries. Because these are also blueberries here. We definitely got impatient from it, so that's okay. Alright. Hey kid, my throat's about as dry as a desert bone. I'm real thirsty for a pale ale. You got one? Regular old beer won't do it. I need a pale ale. Of course, Pam. So I think that's the interesting part, is that Pam is the bus driver in the game, okay? But she's also one of the town drunks, so please make that make sense. I mean, don't get me wrong, I understand that you can be both, but you shouldn't be. So, yeah, that's interesting. We're waiting on that. Should probably clear out the path to the cave that we have. We have a little visitor over here. We're at 7,000 gold right now, so we can. Bullhead might be useful. Sunflower, that's very useful if we want to be with Haley. Cherry's useful. We might... I'm gonna get a cherry, because that's definitely gonna be useful. I don't know if the bullhead is useful. We're gonna go for the sunflower as well. We'll give that to Haley. And... what are we looking for? Tiger trout. No. Oh, we already got him. Okay, so we don't need to worry about that. Alright, so we're in a good position. I think the cherries for like the fruit, so we might be good on that too. We actually need to like start getting gifts for people too, because if not, then that's going to be a little bit of an issue. Okay, they live, I think it's here? Of course, they're both in their room. And take a quick look over at the beach, and then we're gonna head up and donate the blueberry and the cherry. That's pretty good. I think this is also an item too. It is. Okay, we're good. We're gonna bring some wood for that. We definitely have enough for it. I've just not done it yet, so. Ooh. Close one. Alright. Not bad. Alright. I think... not me like completely scanning everywhere for those like worms. We'll find them. Don't get me wrong. We will find them. I think it's over here. I don't know if the urchin is in the friendship. I think Emily has it. I don't know. Cherries. And boom. What'd I say? Beautiful. Quality sprinkler. Okay, that's actually a good prize. We definitely need the quality sprinkler. Also, I'm blocking the little Junimo. It's just making a run for it. And if I remember correctly, yeah, I actually ended up doing the fruit bats, because, not to say that it was timed, but I didn't want to make it wait for too long. Yeah, sea urchins there. Oh. Might as well. I was going to give it to, I think it's Haley, I think I was going to give it to. Okay. 25... 2.55, 10. We're gonna go with 2.5. Chocolate cake. Yeah, this one, I mean, other than cost-wise, this is probably the easiest one to complete. But, this one repairs the bus, so then we can go to the desert, get all those crops, and continue with all of that. In doing so, we can also go to the, what you want to call it? The Skull Cavern, and work there. Frozen. I think we have a frozen tier. We don't have the fire quartz. This, we might have enough bat wings. We're waiting for one of these essences, which should be lower in the cave. That one's not too hard. I would say the hardest bundles. This one's pretty easy. This one, if I remember, is just foraging. And then wood and... yeah, forage. Well, maybe there's more. Well, I can get these 3. That one's in a cave. That one might be easy. So, like, these 5. If we do get to the desert, we'll be able to get these 2. So, it's kind of that. That's easy. And then there's the construction, which we've already donated wood. We need to upgrade our axe to get the hardwood. Not me thinking of it like firewood, but it's all good. And then who are we gonna give this cake to? Maybe Penny? Because she's right here? Oh. Oh, I got 3 cakes? Okay, well... that's fine with me. What are we doing next? There's so much stuff to do in this game that I just never know, like, what to do. And sometimes that's a good and bad thing. Let's go back to our farm real quick. I'm gonna put that quality sprinkler down. That will help us, and then we'll go from there. Because the only thing I can think of is to continue down in the mines. To the bottom. Thirsty, that's fine. Like, I kind of want to... we're doing it. We're doing that. Let's see. We have a tap there, a tap there. We need one more. I think we're gonna do for the pine trees. So that and that. We'll make another tap. And we'll put it on like this one or something. And then I think the best thing that we should do for right now, energy-wise, is cut down some of these trees that are down here so that we can actually get to our, the entrance here. CS, he did. I thought it was a tie. I definitely saw a tie at the end. Oh. Because Watt cheated? Did he? How can you tell if someone voted or not? Or cheated? He voted for himself? And you're telling me that Dragon didn't vote for himself? I don't know. So yeah, we're gonna have to, I mean, we don't have to, but it's out of convenience to get all the way down here to this cave. I don't know if it'll be better to make like little pathways or something to like be able to walk down here. I do know, however, that if you do use pathways or path blocks, or I don't know if it's a path block or not, but if you use those, you do actually go a little bit faster, so it might be worth it. Okay, we got the little bad eyes around us. Cool. Let's just clear up this area here. And I don't think there's anything good that's in, like, our farm water area. But it can look really nice once you get, like, ducks in the game. So I know that that's, like, my favorite is when you finally get ducks. Alright, let's... yeah. Oh, another wood secret? Or woody secret? Oh, can I please have that? All that wood right there? Can I please have that? Alright, let's... we'll clean this up a bit more later, too. But at least we kind of have, like, a nice path. I always find, and I know it's probably not ideal for the game, but I always upgrade all of my tools during the winter. Because that's, like, the most, not to say non-profitable, but, oh, what does it say? Reading this book again will grant some foraging experience. Okay. Sweet. How's it going? What is it? Vencedor? How's it going? Yeah, I tend to always get, upgrades for all the tools and everything then. It may be beneficial to upgrade the tools soon. Or like, maybe the axe. Either the axe or the pickaxe we're gonna upgrade. Because eventually we would like to get further in the game. I have a couple of things that I do want to do. Oh, perfect. I love it when it rains in the game. Sweet. Bam. What I like to do is upgrade the watering can on the 27th so you can have it ready on the 1st. That is a great idea. I didn't even think of that. That's a great idea. We're going to... I think it's just the corn. Yeah, we have the fall crop for corn, but then there's also the quality crop for corn. I think corn for the quality is the easiest because it's in 2 seasons. I think we might, just because of time restraints, it is halfway through the month. I don't think we're going to get quality melons. We're going to have to go for the quality pumpkins, which is fine. We can do it. I know that we can. Go for quality first. Yeah, that's the big thing, is try to go for quality. We're definitely going to grow more corn because we only have 5. Um, so we're probably gonna get more corn soon. Get rid of the fiber. Okay, and it is Monday, so we're good. Yeah, trying to think how much copper I possibly have, because I know that we like walked away or whatever, but we should probably make as much copper or copper bars so that we can then upgrade like the watering can, like you said. There we are. Get some wood. Oh, all of the stuff is gone. Okay. There were so many of these. So that guy, if I remember correctly, helps you get married. And doesn't look like anybody likes us. Except Robin, because I think we've just asked her for help. I think you automatically start with Robin liking you. So we gotta start handing out gifts, if we can. There we are, okay. We gotta gift, do our job, and do everything else. I find that I have a hard time doing, like, gifting things. How can you be at 0 hearts by summer? Dude, it's the first summer. We're halfway through the summer. I find what I always do whenever I play, and it's not a good way to do it, but I always, the first year is strictly to finish the community center. Because once you've finished the community center, it's so much easier to just focus on, like, extra tasks and extra whatever. Let's see. 30 copper ores. Okay. Usually I tend to be at least 1 or 2 hearts by summer 1. Not a bad idea. I think I like to upgrade as much as I can as soon as possible. Gonna go with 15 because I'll make us 20. But yeah, my main goal in the game is to complete the community center as soon as possible. For whatever reason, that's always the case. And then usually it's to find someone to marry or I do have a coop. I would like to upgrade it though. So we're going at our own little pace and everything. We have a coop, we have a silo. We probably should be looking at a barn soon. I don't know if we have enough room for it, but a barn would be ideal. We have 2 chickens. So yeah, 6,000 gold. We don't really have the gold for it. We have the wooden stone. We could look into getting a stable. It is kind of expensive for everything that it does need, but this is what I want to look into. Is it the big coop? Or no? Yeah, it's definitely the big coop that you upgrade to. This is the one I want. I think the big coop, if I remember correctly, yeah, it comes with the incubator, but then it has an auto feeder, I think. So honestly, chickens are good, are a gold mine if you know what you're doing. Yeah, I mean, I know. Oh, was there a glitch here? Oh, there's worms right there. Yeah, I know if you get a mayo maker, I don't know if I'm far enough in the game to get a mayo maker. But mayo maker and large eggs are like some of the best items that you can have to start out with for like money. Let's check out. I don't think they open till later. Yeah. Alright. Clint needs 30 copper, not gold. Actually, let's go back in. Let's go get some copper and silver and stuff like that. And we're actually going to work on getting sprinklers and stuff and not just like dilly-dally our way. I will say these black little like fuzzballs are probably some of the most annoying creatures in the game. But they're okay. Compared to the darker levels, that definitely, I think. Am I not getting... Oh, 17. Am I not getting... Okay. I'm like, I swear, am I not getting any... any stone from any of these? Oh. We're gonna go for the silver that's down here. I know that we should probably just keep going deeper, because more silver will just appear. And just because, like, efficiency, but we actually do need a lot of silver. No, I mean, we don't need a lot. We need enough to make one bar for the community center. And then we also need enough to make, the sprinklers, which I think is like a refined quartz. Maybe? Which we need a recycler for. How long have I been playing Stardew? Like, in total or this game? Because I wouldn't say that I've completed the game. I've gone to Ginger Island. I've done a lot in the game so far. But like I've played this quite a fair bit, so I don't know the exact like total hours, but probably more than I would like to admit. I'm trying to think. I would like to, like, because, like, the whole purpose of this one is, like, 100%ing the game. Which is going to definitely take time, and that's kind of the purpose of it, because if it 2016, yeah, the first time I've ever played Stardew Valley, I'll get rid of the sap. The first time I ever played Stardew Valley was I think it was the first week that the Nintendo Switch came out. Because that was the first console, or the console version of the game was like the first. Oh? The Nintendo Switch version was the first version of the game that I've played. I don't remember what we need that for, but I think we do need it. I don't know if we need the clay. But yeah, the Nintendo Switch version was the first ever time that I played it, because when the Nintendo Switch came out, I used to play on the Xbox, and I was like, oh, Minecraft's gonna be on here, and I don't think Minecraft for the Switch had been like officially released yet, and I'm like, ugh, what type of console is this? And like the only game that I think there was at the time was also like Mario Kart, which is like one of my favorite games, but for whatever reason I was like, there's nothing else to do. And I think this was like the #1 most sold game, or like top ranked game. I think it was. So I was like, you know what? If people really like it that much, it must be an okay game. And I remember I played this quite literally. I was in college. I think I played this game for maybe 3 or 4 days, like straight. I was like obsessed from day one. It was so good. I mean, it's a very relaxing game. So, I think that's just like who I am. I really like enjoying like relaxing games and stuff. I think that's why I'm like a huge fan of like just Minecraft in general, because it's just, not that you don't have to do anything, but everything's at your own pace. Like, especially like, not to say that this is at your own pace as well, but like, you're not penalized for doing things at your own pace. What are we going for? We can always get, there's something about college gaming that defines your youth. I guess, yeah. I mean, when I was in college... Oh, I hate this. I did not prepare well in the slightest. All of these are like good items. We might throw away the stone. I don't know if we're throwing away the stone or the wood. The wood's probably the easiest to get back. But we also have the stone. We'll just the stone. Because yeah. 1 1 2 1. So we're at level 50 For whatever reason, I find that the like silver levels in the game are a lot easier to go through than the darker ones, but that's just me. You love the leprechaun hat. Thanks. I think it's one of my favorite hats in the game. You can get like a pirate hat and all this other stuff, so there's a lot of things that you can find. Let's see. Where's the Luffy hat? We can definitely get one. We can get a Luffy hat. Oh, we didn't. That's fine. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. That should be 15. Sweet. Okay. I'm gonna keep asking you to watch until you finally watch One Piece. So, okay. Are you asking me to watch, like, just one? Or are you asking me to watch, like, the whole thing? Because that's two totally different questions. You're asking me just to watch some of the One Piece? I'll do it. You know, I'll definitely watch some of the One Piece. If you want me to watch all of it, I don't think I'd be able to. Pantry, I think it is. Oh, Cave Carrot, yeah. I thought someone else needed it as well. Is it the friend bulletin board? No. But Aquamarine is. Oh, she could just put it in there and not have to, like, walk all the way over. Quartz is fine, clay's fine, cave carrot. Bat wings. We have enough bat wings to donate. Coral, fine. Oh, coral we can sell. Frozen tier, crystal fruit, retaining. Okay. Artifact, mineral. Okay. Is it a frozen? I think it's the frozen tier. Is it boiler room? Yeah, frozen tier. Okay. Okay, we got quite a few things that we need to do. I've been watching since high school, and you still haven't seen all of it? Yes, yes. It is a huge series. It is more than a huge series, I think. You're a Dragon Ball guy yourself. So, when I was younger in college, well, here's the thing. I think when I was in high school, Dragon Ball Z was starting to pick up in popularity in high school. I'd say like junior year. It is our pleasure to inform you that your farm will be featured on next week's up-and-coming column, the Stardew Valley Tribute. Congratulations, we're impressed with your quick progress. So when I was in high school, Dragon Ball Z was, I think, the popular, what you want to call it, the, like, popular game, or not game, anime, and I did watch some of it. I never fully understood the concept of it, other than, like, there's a guy, and he's there to, like, beat up alien guys, or, like, alien space dudes, and just, like, do his thing. But, like, cool. But yeah, I watched some of it. I kind of got into it, but not really. Like, it was enough to spark interest, but not enough to, like, fully care about it. Like, I know there's, like, Vegeta, Goku, is it like Kakarot or something like that? Like, I know of, like, the characters. I just don't, I don't know. I just was never into it. You've been around 160 episodes behind. That's insane to me. But yeah, no, I'd be interested in watching some of it. Like, I feel like the One Piece would be an interesting anime to watch. Like, there's just so much going on, but I feel like it's not like, not like discouraging, but like, I feel like it wouldn't be something that I'd be like head over heels to watch. I'd definitely watch it, if anything, just to see what it's like, but I don't know if it's my style of video or movie. I'd definitely try it, though. That's my thing. Oh, we need to show him the copper. Okay. Do we not have that as a quest? Oh, we need to collect it. Oh. No. That's fine. One Piece first aired in the West when I had gotten into high school. One Piece is so old. Oh no. Yeah, I think, I don't know, I'm very weird with anime to begin with. Like, I have watched a few, but also I couldn't ever, like, point them out to you of, like, what I've watched. Hmm. I mean, I know it's not really an anime, but when I was younger, I used to always watch like all of the Pokemon, um, like movies and videos and stuff like that. I used to be a huge Pokemon fan growing up. Um, and what sucks about it is I used to have the biggest. That's very debatable, CS. I've talked to people and I've been like, oh yeah, I like watching Pokemon, whatever, when I was younger. And they're like, that's not really an anime. So, I take it with a grain of salt, you know? You're still a Poke fan? Yeah, I mean, I feel like once you've gotten into it, you kind of don't not to say outgrow it, but like, there's always a spot for it in like your life. When I was younger, I used to really be into like the card game and trading and stuff like that, and I used to beg, like, beg to have the cards or get like a card pack or something like that. That used to be like, that would be like on hand and knee praying, be like, please, I just need this booster pack. Also, what was this crystal fruit for? I'm like, oh, winter forage. We'll donate it. Alright, well, don't forget to subscribe if you want to check out some more stuff. So, we'll see you soon. We're gonna give you a pepper. Because, I don't know. She's spicy. But yeah, no, so I grew up watching Pokemon like all the time. I used to have, so here's the sad part. I used to have so many Pokemon cards growing up. So many. And for the life of me, I have no idea where they are. And that is like the most heartbreaking thing to ever, like, not to say imagine, but to think of. Because I know some of the cards that I had are like probably super valuable and like rare. I have no idea. I used to have, it was like a binder, and I used to buy what were they? They were like card sleeves for the binder, and so you could open up the whole thing and it would be like all of the cards. The binder was like that thick, filled with cards. And then I also had an index card container that was like our little red one, and that one was absolutely filled to the brim. I will genuinely say I was obsessed as a child. And you know what? There was nothing wrong with that. Bug me, that. Yeah. Yeah, I definitely feel like I should actually put more effort into trying to figure out where they went. Because in doing so, if I do find them, I know for a fact that some of those cards are worth probably a lot. Because I used to, so, okay, pause. I used to trade Pokemon cards with like friends when I was younger, and I had friends that used to like go to Japan and like go to Japan and just like have all this really cool stuff. So I don't know if you would technically classify it as like original, but like I used to have it was Japanese writing on the card itself, and then when you flipped it over, it said, I think it was Pocket Monsters on it, and it was a different like 3D rendering of a Pokeball. And I think about like I not to say that I lie awake at night thinking of it, but it's like those definitely have some sort of like extreme value to it, and they're just lost somewhere in my house. Unless like someone threw them out, which I pray didn't happen. But yeah. Okay, we're gonna... Yeah, that's a Japanese card. Yeah, I feel like the Japanese cards would hold more value. Or if you were to resell them. The only thing that I will say is I feel like we haven't done anything with these chickens. These chickens are probably upset. Yeah, we haven't fed them. Sorry. Oh, we can't make a mail maker. Okay. Sorry, I'm like... I got my own thing going on. Okay, that... We need wood. Earth crystal. And... stone. We'll wait on that. Okay. Okay, mayo is... I guess gonna go right here. And then jam can go like back here. Not with that though. There we go. Blueberry jam. I don't even remember what I was saying. Pokemon, yeah. No, I was obsessed, and I used to like collect all of like my favorite Pokemon cards and everything when I was growing up. I was genuinely obsessed. Okay, not that. We need that one. That. Okay. I think that's good. What's my favorite? Okay, so I have a few. I don't think I'd ever just say I have one. if I were to say I have only one, um, answer wisely. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's kind of a difficult one because I guess what your favorite Pokemon is, CS? Um, you're gonna hit me with something like it's like Alakazam or like Abra. I can feel it. It's something like that. Oh, that's not okay. Um, my so like in general, I guess the right generation isn't. Well, it's in Gen 1, is it not? Alakazam. Um, I will say if I get one, if I guess and it's in that generate or that evolution, you can tell me, or like I've got it right enough. It's not a psychic type. Um, my absolute favorite though, I think out of any of them is and I don't think a lot of people actually get it right, is I love Cubone. Cubone is my absolute favorite Pokemon. I think Cubone is a first generation, and if I'm not mistaken, I think it is. So the reason on why I shouldn't say like why I like Cubone so much as like a Pokemon is because I played what was it? So like my first ever Pokemon game was Pokemon Pearl. Um which I think is the fourth generation. Yeah. So it is a first gen. Um but I played my first ever one was Pokemon Pearl. And that was a really good game. Um and that the only way for you to get Cubone in that game was to go to the top of Lavender Town's, I think it was a morgue or something like that. It was some uh area, and there was ghost type everywhere. And once you get to the top, you fought, I don't know if it was the Cubone or I don't remember exactly what it was, but you had to fight either a Cubone or a Marowak, and you got like the story on like why, like I think it was a Cubone. Um, but yeah, that was like you could only get it per a special event, and it was just like that was like my favorite Pokemon ever in any game. Um, CS. Okay, so can I have a hint at what type it is? I guess you want to say. And is so Alakazam is I think Abra was first generation. I know it's third. Well, The first thing is it the first generation or if it's a different one? One of the starters shares at least one type with it. One of the starters shares at least one type with it. So it's either a fire, grass, or water. I love how much it narrowed it down. It is a Gen 1. If we're not going on basics, okay, so I'm assuming that you're, and I'm very sorry if I offend you in any way, but you're not basic. You're not picking Pikachu, and you're probably not picking Mew or Mewtwo. Well, it would be one of the, at least one type. So, none of those would fall under there. I'm just trying to think of like fire types in the first generation. Because there's like Charizard, Charmander, Charmeleon. Admittedly, kind of random, but it's been my favorite ever since I was a kid. It can evolve into something else, okay? We're playing like 21 questions over here. Okay, so it can evolve. It's the original set of Pokemon. And it's random. And it's not... Okay. Admittedly, I'm going through the biggest blank of what it could possibly be. And I'm like mentally going through like, okay, when you go down, you know, or whatever it is, not down, but when you go through like Viridian City, what Pokemon do you find there? Give me a minute. Let me pull up original Pokemon list, okay? You can catch it before the third gym. Oh god. So you said it's the same type as the starters, so assuming it's not a starter. It could be Ninetales. Ninetales, I think, is a fire type. Vulpix and Ninetales, that's a fire type. Oh, pause. Pause. I think I know what it is. Is it Oddish? Because Oddish is a grass type, is it not? I swear I knew it. I swear I knew it. Yeah. Yeah, I used to really like the Abra evolution. Um, I didn't know that was a first generation. So I like my team, if I was to have one, okay, would be so that you have to pick six, okay, in any generation. I would probably do my number one that I would pick, okay, for a starter is 100% Squirtle. I've always it was always Squirtle or Charmander. I think it was Charmander. Um those were like the main two that like I always was like torn between the two of what I wanted. Um I usually always went with Squirtle though. I don't know why. That was just always like, if you're gonna pick one, that's the one to go for. Okay. Trying to think of what we're supposed to do for this now. We could go to the mines. We're gonna check the beach real quick. But yeah, Squirtle was like the biggest one for like starter wise. Squirtle, Cubone was always, if it's available, I will always try to get Cubone. Is it a legendary or a mythical? I can't remember. I really liked having Deoxys. I mean, Deoxys was always broken. From like the get-go, was always a broken Pokemon. Always fun to use though, Deoxys. Ditto was also one of my favorites too. I don't know why. I think it's just because, like, it's silly. You have something that can just copy someone else's abilities. It's so annoying to defeat, but it's so much fun to have. Ditto's fun. Deoxys. I'm trying to think of what else. I like the Latios and Latia. I think it is Latias. I don't remember the names, but I liked those as well growing up. I used to be like, I remember I had cards of them. I 100% had cards for them. I just don't remember where the cards were. But I used to be like, not obsessed with it, but those were some of my favorite as well growing up. And so I always made sure that I had like, if someone had that card and they were trading it, that was like my number one card to try to get. Like, I think I've traded like 3 or 4 cards for just the one. I love those Pokemon. Oh, I need silver too. I don't remember what else. You'd always pick Charmander in Gen 1 because I always use Oddish as my grass type, and there's a gazillion water types to choose from. True, I mean, water types I feel like were, in Gen 1 at least, were way, not to say overpowered, but there was a lot of them. Oh, come on. Okay. I remember in earlier generations, Ditto can transform into other Dittos, so the battle between them would never end. I mean, it technically would. It technically would. They would get transform, and then you would run out of moves, and then once you ran out of moves, then it would just self-harm itself. Oh. I didn't know that. I love how, like, lucky we were for all of, like, the ladders and stuff, and now we're just testing our luck. Oh, we're at... Oh, come on. No, we're gonna leave, because that, I think, is a winter item, too. Back to 5. Oh, no. I'm trying to think of what else I was, like, those Pokemon that I was, like, really into. I really like the birds as well. The, what is it? Articuno, Zapdos, and Moltres, I think it was. I really like the 3 birds as well. You're like throwing me back to when I was younger. I'd actually remember all the names. I'm like, my mind's just like burning steam trying to remember. Okay. Okay, we can sell that. Did I tell you about a really good Gen 1 ROM hack? I mean, no, but I'd be interested. I think, I don't remember what generation it was. I did try to do a ROM hack. I wouldn't say recently, but I did a randomized Pokemon run, and it did not turn out the way I hoped it did. I think it was Generation 3. And it was okay. It wasn't randomized rooms or randomized like maps, because I know you can do that, but it was randomized Pokemon in the game. How's it going, Dustin? Oh my god. I always pick up this light. I need to, like, get rid of that table. That's good to hear. I really enjoy playing Stardew Valley. I just wish, I mean, I'm okay at it. I was gonna say I want to get better at it. I understand what I need to do. It's just I get so sidetracked with it. It's just a fun game to relax and enjoy. But yeah, CS. I know there's some, like, Pokemon games that probably are, like, ROM hacks that are, like, really good. I don't know. I shouldn't say I don't know any good ones, because I know I really want to try out. I think it's, like, Uranium, I think it was. I think you did a ROM hack on that. Oh, not CS popping up at the bottom screen with Steam. I need to, I actually need to figure out on how to stop getting pop-ups on Steam. I know it's in the settings somewhere, I just have not gotten to it. Alright, we can sell all of these for probably good money. Whenever I record a Mori, I just turn the friends list off. It's not a bad option. Yeah, for whatever reason, I always have whatever it is on, and I have not even, like, looked into how to turn it off yet, so it's a little annoying. I don't think we have, yeah, 53. Alright, we're gonna stop at the beach again. I always like to do, like, daily runs to the beach for whatever reason. Usually you can find, just because it's like an open area, it's really easy to find those worms. And then on top of that, you can also usually find, like, the seashells and stuff, which I don't think they give you, like, a lot of money, but it's just a little, so little is better than nothing. In my eyes, at least. And it does bring up your foraging, so I can't complain. I definitely could, but, you know, how far is that gonna get me? Okay, what are we doing? Specials. Dang. I probably need to feed Coco and Goldie. We're probably gonna do, we'll see. I was gonna say, we're probably gonna do, like, another day or two in the game, but we'll see how far we get. Because, I don't know. It's 10, so we'll see. We'll see how long we go on for. None of that. Oh, wait. What was that? No, that's when you get the large egg. Logert, how's it going? Nice to see you here. You're not to say, not to say. Not in any way, not in any way are you late. It's just time itself is late. I wouldn't even imagine you up at 10 p.m. But you got back from doing witch stuff. Which kind of stuff? Potions? Oh no. Gotta watch out for the Logert. It's Thursday. Let's see what we have for tasks. Easy. We just have to destroy dust sprites. 10 people in chat? That's... okay, that's actually crazy then. Well, hello everybody in chat. If you are watching and you aren't subscribed already, please consider subscribing. This does help out the channel quite a lot. Sorry for the shameless plug, but you gotta do what you gotta do sometimes. Alright. Alright, we gotta get the dust sprites, so... we need to get, what was it, 19 of them? Ooh, a pufferfish frenzy. I think... I'm trying to think if, we need a pufferfish. We might. We might have to go fishing in a couple of days. So, funny thing about the game, okay? You can get diamonds in the game. Really cool. Really cool. I don't think it's diamonds that you needed, actually. There is a thing in the game, I can't remember, but it's a, what you want to call it? I can't remember for the life of me. But there's this, I can't remember the item. It's the rainbow thing that's like very hard to get in the game. Anyways, it's like one of the rarest items in the game to get. I shouldn't say that it's rare because you're guaranteed it at least once in the run. Also, we're getting absolutely bodied by these slimes. I don't want to say it's a quartz. But anyways, oh, okay. There's like this rare item in the game. I don't know why when I thought of it, I thought it was the diamond. But there's this like rainbow circle item that I, for whatever reason, I can't think of the name of it. But when you're playing the game, it's really hard to find it, and oh my gosh, I was playing a multiplayer game, and so one of the things that when I first started playing, I didn't really know like much on how to progress in the game, and so they're like, it said online, one of the things that you need to get married in the game is to use this item and create a wedding ring. I was like, okay, cool. Come to find out, you need a, I think it's a rainbow seashell or something like that. Talk to the wizard. Sweet. You need like a rainbow seashell from that like mariner guy, and basically you can give that to someone and get married. Personally didn't know that, and so we're using this like super rare item in the game. And we made these wedding rings, and apparently the wedding ring is strictly only for marrying the co-op player. So it was just like really awkward, like, yes, the prismatic shard, yes. I for the life of me could not think of the name of it. Thank you so much. I couldn't remember the name of it. But yeah, we made wedding rings, and we were just kind of like sitting there in just awe of like, did we really just make wedding rings and we don't need them to get married? Oh well. You live and learn, if anything. So alright. Hopefully, I doubt that the wizard's gonna let me in at his house at 9 p.m. It's probably closed at like... or not. Thanks, man. Wow, he pays good. The witchy wizard. New to this game? So, no, not really. So here's the thing. I've played this game several times. But like I've done like, how do you say it? When I first ever played it, I played it like a regular game. Just like normal run, whatever, and finished the community center, and then that was kind of it. That was all that I really did. And then going forward from there, let me... We're gonna keep the diamond for right now. So the first time we played it, we played a normal run. The second time we played it, it was more of like a faster run, or a speed run. And then after that, it was just always a speed run. So I've played, not to say a speed run of the game, but like 3 or 4 times just to like complete the community center within the first year. I'm trying not. If all you do is the experience the community center and stop playing, you miss out on like half the game pretty much. Yeah, so that, I mean, like I've been to Ginger Island. Oh, we need that. I've been to Ginger Island. I've completed the Walnut quest, and then I stopped. So I know there's a lot more content in the game that I haven't done yet. So there is that. So I don't want to say I'm like blind to it, but I know there's a lot of stuff that I have yet to do. Oh, we have 3 corn. Usually what I do as well, and I mean, it's not the best runway or like to do a run, but I usually do the community center within the first year, or at least get the greenhouse within the first like season, I guess you want to say. And then once you get the greenhouse, then winter's like somewhat profitable. And then I don't know, usually after that it's just kind of like you do your own thing. But yeah, I know, like, relationship wise, that's one of the things that we really need to do. So, and a lot of people are going to hate on choices, but usually we either go with Leah or Penny. We can go with a different choice during the game. It's just those are usually our 2 that we go for. Keep the pine tar. I don't think... No, this one's not it. Do we need another chest? Oh, wait. I know we can get the chest upgrade from Robin. So yeah, I know that there's more stuff. Like when you max out all your skills, you get stuff. I don't remember. Oh no, that's that. I don't remember what this is for. So, yeah. Alright, Robin. I'm pretty sure you can buy the recipe from her on how to make the bigger chests. I guess we'll go with it. But yeah, I would like to, with this game at least, I know it's going to take a long time, it's a good and bad thing. It's good because we'll actually be able to, like, continue with the game. But I would like to 100% the game. I think if I'm able to 100% the game, I'll... Not to be like, I'll never have to pick this up ever again, but like... Not like... I feel like nobody really completes this game, because there's so much to do in it. I don't know if I'm gonna get, like, Achievement Hunter, where, like, I need to also complete the arcade game in the pub, but other than that, if I'm able to get everything else in the game, I feel like once you, like, get to the end on the cliff or at the top, I think that's when, like, completion is. You know? Oh, want to see some epic fishing skills? By epic, I mean probably is going to just, like, lose the fish as soon as possible. Kinda hoping that it's a puffer fish. Nice. Because why not? And I'll definitely admit, for fishing, I am actually the worst at fishing in this game. Oh, we need that. As long as I don't accidentally sell it. But yeah, if you have any tips or tricks for the game itself, I am 100% gonna take it. I will not pass up. I don't even know what that was. But yeah, if you have any tips or tricks for the game, I'll definitely take any advice that you have. Oh, another tilapia. Should I go for it? Nope. Okay. When we're like 90% with the fish, we'll get it. Come on. Not the tilapia. Buy a training rod. It gives you level 5 fishing from the start. Doesn't it also, when you get a training rod, don't you get worse fish though? Pretty sure. I thought you'd get worse fish. Also, how's it going, Jordan? It's so nice to see you. Maybe, but more fish is better. True. Now, when you upgrade in levels, doesn't the green bar get bigger? If I remember correctly. The green bar does get bigger. Okay. Not going crazy. I mean, I probably am, but we're not going to talk about that. This one we're just fishing. We're just chilling. We might go into Willie's, change our bobber out, see if we can. I think you can change your bobber depending on how many fish. I don't know if it's how many fish you've caught or variety of fish. But we'll probably get a decent amount of money from this. Alright, let's see what Willie has. Ahoy! Come in, make yourself at home. It all smells like fish in here. Alright. The aroma has been known to linger for up to 7 weeks. Ugh. Make seafoam pudding. It's +4 fishing. Ah. So, funny enough, I don't know where it is. I actually have the recipe book for Stardew Valley. When it first came out, I was like, I have to buy this. What's wrong? Well, my business has been tough lately. It all started about the same time that the old community center fell to ruin. Me fish just don't sell like it used to. I've been working double time just to make ends meet. You're gonna look for one? Yeah, it's... I don't know, I have like books right there. And so I can definitely go through them to find it, but Stardew Valley released an official book that has all the recipes in it, and I think the seafoam pudding is in there. I watched someone make it, and it looked vile because it had fish chunks in it, and they were like, you know what? It's not that bad. So, I don't know if I would ever make it, though. It's just interesting, because I guess not seafoam pudding, but the pudding itself, I think is like a traditional, like, Norse food, I think. And so, because that's with, like, the fish and all the other stuff. So it's really cool. But, yeah, I don't think I'd be trying it anytime soon. Also, 13 people in chat. Dang, Stardew Valley is popping off for no reason. She's back there, an old friend, seen better days. I always thought that you couldn't go to Ginger Island until after you finish the community center. Oh, it's locked. Maybe you can't go back there until then. Smoker. You know what's crazy is I used to catch those jellies, the sea, the river, and the cave jellies. I used to get a lot of those, and now I get none. So, I wonder if that's just something that you get later on. Crab pots. I think we can make crab pots now. We have the fiberglass rod, so we're good with that. Also, again, if you're not subscribed already, please consider subscribing, as it does help out the channel quite a lot. I know that whoever's watching and overhears it several times, I'm very sorry. But it always helps. Alright. Alright. We're fishing away. Oh, or not. Do you guys enjoy fishing? Like, in real life? Or... Because one of the things that I looked into, and I need to look into it more, is I personally really enjoy fishing. When I was younger, I used to fish all the time. And I would get the license for it and everything and go fishing for hours on end. But also, I'm like a clean freak too. I do not like getting my hands dirty at all in the slightest. And so like I would always go fishing, and when I was younger, we used to take like maybe just cuz like the fish is like slimy or whatever. I mean it is alive. I understand that. But like I could not like I couldn't like touch the fish. It would always gross me out. If it's a dead fish and you're like filleting it and cooking it, perfectly fine. I think it's just because when it's alive, it would totally freak me out, like it flopping around and everything. But I would like take like a hand, like a little like towel or something. Like we would bring like little rags and I missed it. We would bring like little rags with us to like wipe your hands off, and I would have to like hold the fish with the rag because like I didn't want to touch like the moving live fish. Or like you would use like little needle nose pliers, or like they have like a little like trigger thing or a little trigger arm that has like an alligator clamp at the end. I which is really bad. Yeah, you know, I totally understand. You should be using like your hand to like hold the fish and handle it. But then there's just some that you like kind of can't do that with. Like if you hold some of them with like their mouth, they can just like clamp down and like bite your finger, which is not cool. I feel that though. Yeah, it's yeah, I love fishing. I love being able to be there and like the worms kind of gross you out because you're like trying to put it on the hook and it's like squirming, or like you use like corn, or some people use cheese, some people use whatever. I think whatever works best for you, or like if you're doing like crankbait and stuff like that, obviously everybody has like a method on how to do fishing. I don't think there's a right or a wrong way. Oh my god, except whatever this fish is. I don't think there's a right or wrong way to fish. I think it's just as long as you can like relax and do it, I think it's fine. But yeah, it's a rush just to like get something on the line and you're like fighting it or whatever. I guess you're not really like fighting a fish when you're on land. Some bass put up a fight, but no, there's sometimes when you're on a boat you can catch some big fish. But no, I do enjoy fishing. It's one of those things that like I enjoyed Have you ever purchased a fish? Like as a pet? I've had pet fish before. Or are you talking about like buying a whole fish to like eat? Oh, have you ever punched a fish? I thought you said purchased a fish. I reread it. No, I've never punched a fish before. Cruel. So like there's certain fish are certain ways to like release them. I know with like bass, you can, not to say to be like you can be aggressive with them, but like bass, you can usually like catch them, pick them up, you know, take a photo with it, and then like, not saying to throw it in, but like you can usually give them like a little toss and they're in, they're fine, or you can lower them into the water. Whereas like specifically like trout, you have to like put them underwater and like reverse swim them so the water gets into their gills, and like it like restarts the fish. So yeah, I mean, it's interesting. Driftwood. Alright, tuna, the red mullet's not, flounder's not, halibut. Okay, so the tilapia. Okay. One tilapia and that. Hey, what are you doing? We got the cat. He couldn't couldn't see. Let's actually go into the house so we can go to bed. Yes. All right. Yeah, we got the cat. It's officially a cat stream. Hi. You want to say hi? Look over here. She's always good. As long as she doesn't lay on the keyboard, we're fine. That happened once. I think we were playing Binding of Isaac. She just like sprawled on the keyboard and I'm like, absolutely not. The annual trout derby has begun. Okay. This is almost as bad as laying across the keyboard. Trying not to touch the mouse because it will definitely go flying. She's a very loving cat, but she will like nudge. She will nudge everything. Alright, let's get the wood. Make some big chests. And then boom. Oh, no. There we go. That's what I wanted. Yeah, so mayo in this game is actually pretty good. Dear Mace Dog, I saw an article about you in the local paper. It sounded like the country life is a good fit for you. I'm proud of you. Take care, sweetie. Love, Mom. You know what's actually crazy, though? Is, like, I feel like we romanticize about, like, maybe it's just me, but, like, we romanticize about, like, taking care of, like, a little farm or, like, stuff like that. And it's like, oh, we could have, like, a farm and do all this stuff. Literally, and I don't mean to, like, ruin anybody's dreams, but, like, the reality is, like, farms, not to say that they're so automated, but, like, in order to have, like, an actual running farm, you either need to have so many people hired to, like, run the farm, or, like, it just is, like, physically impossible to run, like, a farm with just your family. You need so much equipment and so much land and so much, not to say so much help, but, fresh melon. Well, I don't think I have any melons. But like, I wish, like, this ideal of, like, just watering crops a little and, like, being able to frolic in your own little, like, garden and stuff and be able to, like, do that for, like, a living would be so amazing. But it just sucks that it's not true. Alright. Time to get absolutely owned. I didn't even know that this was the trout derby. But I know that you can get some really good stuff when you get trout. Because if you do, if I remember, if you get trout, chub, you get tickets, and then once you get your tickets, you can pass them in here, and yeah. Training rod would become clutch right now. Nah, we're good. We got it. Don't worry. Imagine your own farm. Dude, perfect. Not even a sweat. You like how others are fishing too? Yeah. I think it's nice that it, like, not to say it mixes it up, but it's nice to see that you're not the only one out here. I think there's a winter festival as well. I think it's like over here, maybe, or I don't remember. But yeah, back to fishing though. I would love to do more fishing. I definitely feel like this summer, I mean last summer was great and all. I did a lot of stuff, but I feel like I haven't gone fishing realistically in the past, like, 2, maybe 3 years, and I've always bought, like, the license for it, and then I go, like, once, or, like, bought it, I think last year I bought the license for it, and I never went. Which is, I mean, it's whatever, you know, sometimes life just happens, but I really want to go out, like, this year and actually go fishing. Which, is another thing too. So, for anybody that is new to the channel, one of the things that I like to talk about a lot is when is a good time to go fishing where you live. I mean, a good time of the year when it to go. A good time of the year to go fishing, for me at least, I would say probably like middle to late spring, all summer, and then like fall. Actually, I shouldn't even say middle spring. As long as there's no ice, I mean, for the most part, you can just go fishing. But usually, I find that like middle to late spring is a really good time to go fishing. And then summer to me can be sometimes too hot, but it's fine. But I know for a fact that like fall time to me is like middle to late spring and then fall are like optimal fishing time because it's not too hot and not too cold out. But the other thing too is like it's all about timing, and that's the worst part. Because if you do go fishing, it's better to go fishing closer to like dusk or dawn, because like that's when they're most, not to say most likely to be out, but from experience of the fish that I've caught, that's the better time to go instead of like midday. Doesn't mean that you won't catch them midday, but you're less likely to during midday. So unless you're like waking up at like unless you're waking up, I'm a one-track mind type of guy. Unless you're waking up at like, not to say like 6 or 7 a.m., but you either gotta wake up early or do it later in the day. And I find I don't wake up nearly as early, so I always go, what you call it? I always go like at the end of the day. It's like a nice day to like, or a nice thing to like wrap up the day to do, in my opinion. Through the channel, I mean. Yeah, we'll see. If you're interested, can teach you the way. You have a really bad fish allergy, so I'd be scared to go fishing ever. That's true. You know, I don't think I'd recommend someone who's allergic to fish to go fishing. It might not be worth it, you know? I wouldn't say it's that relaxing, you know? Also, I have no idea how many golden tags I have. I just know I can redeem them for items. Oh. We're definitely gonna get all these fish. But yeah, I think, I'm trying to think of like, I have like a nice little setup for like fishing rods and stuff. So we'll see. We'll see. We'll definitely. I'm at least this year gonna go out fishing more. But yeah, I. That's the sad thing. I'm like, we're gonna do this more. I'm gonna do this, whatever. I mean, don't get me wrong. We are, or I am at least. But like, I really want to do like a lot more vlogs and stuff like that. I need to just figure out on how, you know? So, that's a big thing. I shouldn't say how. It's just the what. I feel like whatever that thing is a pain. But yeah. Vlogs are a big thing that I want to try to start doing. And I guess you don't even have to do like a big and fancy vlog. It's just I want to go out and do stuff and like video it and show you guys. And not to say that like winter isn't beautiful and everything else, but like I think I'm just like so, not to say against snow, like that's not what I'm saying, but like there's just so much snow everywhere. And the big thing is there's a lot of ice everywhere. So like to go out and just like talk to you guys and make videos and stuff of it, I'm either gonna slip and fall, which would not be cool, or it's just gonna look really gross out. Cause like snow is beautiful, like the first couple of days. In my opinion, snow is beautiful the first couple of days. And then after that, it gets so gross and dirty and gray and yuck. So, I don't know. That's just me. I've always lived in New England, so it's that's how I feel about it. But if anybody's used to the channel, I would love to go to England. That's like a huge thing for me. Is to go to England and do stuff there. We might do a vlog there in the future. Not anytime soon right now, but hopefully in the future, the somewhat near future, we'll be going there for videos and stuff for the channel. We have some UK versus US stuff that we talk about on the channel, and we're probably going to continue doing some of that as well. Because I really enjoy making those videos. And I, at least for one, find them interesting. But the big thing is, I don't know, to go back on the fishing part, I don't know if you can fish in England, you know, or like where you can. Because I know they have like rivers and everything, but I don't know if like that's really, not to say a sport, but like an activity you can do there. Because like here, I mean, if you really wanted to, you could go out and hunt and stuff like that and go into the woods and do all this stuff, whereas like I don't think you can hunt in like England. I don't want to hunt. That does not interest me in the slightest. But like, you know, not to say that like not in the slightest am I saying that one is more civilized than the other, but like just location wise, there's just such a difference of like nature and like what's there. Oh my god, I'm actually because when I went to England last time, I know that I really only visited the south coast. There was some stuff that I did see that was in London and out west. So it wasn't like only the south. God, this fish is going to be the death of me. This cat is stressing me out too. There we go. The cat was like trying to nudge my hand while I'm like doing that. Alright. Redeem rewards. We got our little tent. Is that it? Oh. Oh, we could have used the bait. Not gonna lie. That's really good. Triple shot of espresso. Alright. Okay. We'll do one more. But yeah, when I went to England, the, like, environment itself was so drastically different. Like, when like, where I live, at least, like, there's, like, woods everywhere. Constantly. There's just woods. And I think it's because I live in, like, a suburban area. Which is fine. But in England, like, everywhere that we went, I mean, there was, like, some, like, farm areas and stuff like that, or, like, more nature areas. But at least of what, like, I saw, there wasn't, like, woods, if that makes sense. Like, I remember growing up and, like, just... Oh my god, the cat. I remember growing up and just, like, being able to go in the woods and, like, do all that. And that was, like, really fun. But, like, when I went there, it was just all farmland. Like, there was, like, parks and wooded areas and, like, cool things to see. But, like, the majority of it was just all, like, farm or, like, farmland. And, like, understandably, like, you need to, like, support your, you know, area or whatever. And, you know, we need farms and stuff like that. But it was just, like, so drastically different from, like, what I'm used to. So... I would love to go back. I enjoyed it tenfold. Like, I knew I was gonna enjoy it before I even went. I've dreamt of going there ever since I was little. And when I went, it was beyond what I could imagine. I was very happy with my visit. When I went to Portugal, I saw cows on the road all the time. Yeah, so... I don't know if it's like a European thing with like cows and stuff. There we go. Sweet. I don't know if it's a European thing or like... what? But... there was a lot of cows that were there as well. So I don't know. The one thing, well, I shouldn't say that they were everywhere. They were in their like runs area, or like they were like fenced in, which was good. But there was a lot of cows, but more along like the countryside. So, you know, it's a give and take. Like, there was a lot of cows, I will say. But they were all like we were in Brighton. And Brighton's a very nice place, but it's more of like a city. Is the milk better in England than the US? So, okay. So here is a fun fact that if anybody that's here would like to know. So one of the things that I have an issue with is I'm like lactose intolerant. I can't take milk. So there's a lactose gene in cows, and so the American cow, if I remember correctly, the American cow does not produce the A1 gene. It produces, I think, an A2 gene, and so that produces the lactose that we actually have a really hard time digesting. And so that mixed with like it's not a bad thing that we do, but like pasteurizing like the milk and everything and cleaning it and before giving it out and stuff. So there is that issue. But what's really interesting is the American cow, I think if I remember correctly, creates the A2 protein, or the A2 lactose sugar, I should say. And that sugar is very hard for people to digest. And so most people that have it, that are in America, or just most people in general, are not able to actually digest it properly without having issues. But in Europe, those cows, instead of producing an A2 gene or having an A2 gene, they have the A1 gene. And so that means that the milk itself has less, I don't know if it's less lactose or a different type of lactose, and there's lactase in the milk itself to help break it down. And so it's kind of interesting because you can, like when I went to Europe, and I don't know, I'm a bit of a, you know, whatever, of a guy, a little bit bigger. Have ice cream here, issues, you know, whatever, cereal issues, whatever. Went over there, had ice cream, we went for cheese, we went for pizza, we had cereal and everything. Everything was so much better. The fruit was better, the milk was better, the food was better. You actually, one of the things that I note the absolute most, and it's the weirdest thing, is I actually found myself getting fuller on less food there, just in general. And the funniest thing too is we were, you know, eating cheese, eating bread, everything, and the breads were great there too. I nothing like they are here. I feel like the bread here is very much like a cake. It's like very cakey and spongy, whereas like the breads there are more like a sourdough, like crispy but like soft on the inside without being like ultra processed. It's just really good. But you find yourself here, you're eating more bread and carbs, you're eating more cheese and milk and ice cream and all this other stuff. And we're still losing weight. You know, went there for 2 weeks and it was just like you could eat whatever you want and you were losing weight. And then when you came back to the US, it was like, I don't know, not to say that your body was like in shock, but it was such a like different experience. Like when the first bite of real English food, like I don't get hiccups. I rarely ever in my life get hiccups. We're taking that. We're taking that. I rarely ever get hiccups ever in my life. The first time I ever had English food, I had hiccups for like 3 hours. And I was like, oh my god, is the whole trip gonna be like this? Luckily, no. But I was like, you know, something has to be different here. And I like the happiest I could ever been to go there. The food was amazing. The people are amazing. Like, I have nothing else better to say about them. The tea was great, if you like tea. If you don't like tea, they have really good coffee, too. But yeah, I would highly recommend for anybody that's interested in going. I know it's very expensive to get a plane to go there and everything. That's actually a lie. The plane cost was probably the cheapest part. Oh. I'd say the most expensive part of traveling for anybody that is looking for travel and stuff like that, 100% is the like the rooms or like an Airbnb. 110%. So, because like to me, if I wanted to, I could book a flight like tomorrow to just go. But finding a place to stay there, expensive. Okay. We have a lot to donate. We're not going to donate the maple syrup just yet, because I think the maple syrup makes the bee house. Yeah, the bee house, and that's really... Actually, we need to make that now. Coal... I think it was? What do we need? Iron, coal, wood. Iron, coal. Alright, Waffles is here. How's it going? So nice to see you, Waffles. Hoping you're enjoying a little Stardew Valley while you're here. Nice to see you. Let's see. I think that's all. Only got 3 of that. Okay. When we ending the stream because it's late, just wondering why. Yeah, I think the stream's been going on for a little while. We'll see. Maybe it might end at the end of this day, only because it is getting a little bit late, and I do have to get up early tomorrow. Because, not to say poor planning, but I just, yeah. So, but yeah, no, probably the end of this day, I think, because, what time is it for me right now? Oh, that's right, you're in Australian time. It's currently 11:10, so it's almost midnight. Well, it's like an hour to midnight, but yeah. Dude, crab pot's nice. Alright, we have the tuna, tilapia, we need the sardine. Okay. It's 3:10 p.m. right now? Dang. Sorry. Is it still magpie season? That's the question. I know that you were talking about magpies. Ooh, you have to go to school tomorrow. It's the end of the summer? Alright. Well, that's the thing, CS. I don't know. So here's the thing. You won't know how good Australian milk is until you've been to a different country to judge if it's better than one or the other. Oat milk is too good. So here's the thing. A lot of, like, not to say like processed milks and stuff like that, but those type of milk are very interesting. I forget what exactly it was, but there was some sort of study that was done. I think it was almond milk was a big one. And not to scare anybody for anything, but if I remember correctly, it's something like almond milk. I think it takes magnesium. I think it is. Like because the almonds, when they go into like your body or your system, the skins of the almonds actually have like tannins in them, if I remember correctly. And those tannins will actually latch on to, like, I think it's the magnesium in your body, and it can cause like magnesium deficiencies if you have too much almond milk. Walnut milk I think has something else, I don't remember. Soy milk has way too much estrogen in it for you to be like, I mean, it's fine. It's fine to have in like moderation, but like you really shouldn't be having that much soy, because it's not like, you know, it's not really good for you. So oat milk is interesting. Oats are a very interesting crop. So oat milk itself isn't terribly harmful for you, but the big thing that it does do is it really increases a spike of blood sugar. So, well, it it's basically drinking like sugar water. That's the reason why oat milk tastes good. Because what happens is your body naturally breaks down oats into sugar, because they're starches, and then those long form starches then get broken down in your mouth, and or like the saliva that's in your mouth, and then that breaks down into sugar. That breaks down into sugar, and then your body processes the sugar. So it's basically like drinking just sugar water. It's not really the best for you. The best, and I know it sounds silly to be like, oh, the best milk is regular milk. But it's actually shown that there's, through several studies, that regular milk is actually, if you can have it without getting an upset stomach and, having issues and stuff like that, it actually has the most benefits out of anything. I mean, milk itself has a lot of sugars in it, and the actually fun part, or the interesting part, is a lot of people think that like yogurts are healthy for you, and so rolled oats are a crime. So when I was younger, I used to really like oatmeal or like porridge. I like that, but it's basically eating a bowl of sugar at the end of the day, and you're not tasting any of the sugar. So, like, one of the things that people say is to take, like, it's the saltine cracker test, and so you can usually find out how fast your body can break down certain sugars, or certain carbs, I guess you want to say. And so what you do is you buy a soda cracker. You buy a soda cracker or a saltine cracker is like the name brand. It can be salted or unsalted, however you like them. If you like them, or you buy them for soup or whatever. And the theory is you buy a soda cracker or saltine. I like using saltine crackers for soup and stuff like that. But you take it and you put it in your mouth and put it on your tongue. And in college, I took a nutrition class, and we actually, if I remember correctly, on everything that you had to do, you put the saltine cracker on your tongue, and you let it sit there, and you count how many seconds it takes for that saltine cracker to go from, like, not to say bland or salty or whatever you want to call it. Like, instead of it tasting like a saltine cracker, you let it just sit in your mouth. It will get soggy. I guarantee you it will get a little bit soggy. But what happens is the saliva in your mouth will actually start breaking down the carbs that are inside that saltine cracker, and those starches will start to like break apart, or those carbs that are in there, and then you'll actually get a sweetness. It won't be like overpoweringly sweet, but within the course of like a minute, that saltine cracker that's in your mouth will then start to turn to a sweet taste. And that's actually the sugars breaking down that are inside that. And then you can swallow it, spit it out, whatever you want to do with it. But it's, that saltine cracker test actually shows, it's not super informational, but it also shows, like how fast your metabolism is in breaking things down. So that's a big part of it. But it's a really cool thing to do, because it's something that you would never guess, and in doing so, it's kind of a cool way to see what your body does. I feel like this stream is more like a life changing conversations the stream is more like a life-changing conversation than talking about some magical deity. Yeah, I mean, I just love like facts and stuff like that. So usually if you can ask me a question on things, and this goes for anybody, I'm always like this. If you can come up with a question that in some way has or does pique my interest in any way throughout any of my life, I will full-heartedly give you the most realist answer and tell you anything that I know about it. I think last time we were talking about, like, I think Waffles was here, we were talking about, like, bread and sourdough bread and all this other stuff. So, alrighty. Well, I'm gonna leave it off here. So thank you all for watching. Thank you, Waffles, for tuning in at the last minute. Nice to see you here. There's so many people that came here, and it was nice to see for, you know, I haven't seen them in quite a while. But thank you all for watching. If you haven't checked them out, please check out CS Mossier, and please check out, oh my god. Please check out CS Mossier and Ashdoom, please. They're really good friends of mine, and they do very good content of their own. We are going to have a stream very soon with Ashdoom, so please check him out. We're going to be doing, I think, Unreal 2. That's in the air for right now. We might be doing that soon. We should do polls on Reddit. We should. We also have a Reddit page if you haven't already, so check that out. That's right, CS was here from the beginning. Ashdoom was second, so we can't deny that. Ashdoom was second. But yeah, check them both out. They make amazing content. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing, as it helps out the channel quite a lot. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if there's anything new or different you'd like me to do, and keep an eye out for videos to come out very soon. So thank you all for watching, and I hope to see you all very soon.